in. Pardon my sneeze. Let me see. Where are we? Y'all, the Mevo was having a little bit of trouble this morning trying to connect to the internet. So, just making sure that we are good to go. It looks like we are. It was having a little trouble. I had to restart the Mevo twice. I know some of y'all are probably shopping the live sale over there with Megan. That's okay. But y'all come on in, hang out. Okay. So, what's going on, you guys? Y'all, I've started to pack up all of the Christmas stuff. All of the, all the gingerbreads and the nutcrackers and stuff like that. I have started packing up a lot of my Christmas stuff. So I'm leaving a little bit of stuff out for winter designs. Now, I will tell you, the wreath we're going to use today was from, hey Michelle, what's up, Loli's Crafts, hey Annette, Rosan, Mary Ellen. This one did come from the at-home store during the spring. So, I'm using it for winter. But I'm also going to use some spring greenery. This one right here, which was one of our favorites. I don't think this one came in stock yet. But, 83397, which is one of our favorites. I do know that we just got in a ton of spring goodies. Megan is actually live right now. If you're watching this live right now. She's actually over there on the DecoExchange page, you guys. And in the app, she's live showing all the new spring goodies that have come in. Y'all, that's kind of just barely like the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more coming in. And so I'm super excited to see what y'all, because let's just face it, when we go to market, we buy stuff and then like we don't get to think about it for like 6 months. So all the stuff that Megan is showing now is what we bought in June of 2024. So this past June, it's already December. So y'all, 6 months have already passed and we have no idea like what we ordered. So it's like it's Happy Meal all over. It's a surprise. But this base did come from the at-home store. I did get it last year. Y'all, usually when I find something that I like, I usually I buy as many as I can. So when I do that, there it is. I don't buy just one or two. I buy like 6s and 8s and 9s, especially if it's something that I really, really like. And I really like these moss bases. I do know I ordered some moss bases for deco for the spring. I ordered rectangles, the baskets, baskets, a round one similar to this, and then they introduced like a mini round one. I was like, oh, that's cute. So I definitely ordered some of that last June for this year. Now this one, like I said, did come from the at-home store. I was just in the at-home store on Sunday, and it looks like spring is starting to spring at the at-home store. If you don't have the at-home store, you guys, they do offer online shopping and shipping, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna get rid of this ugly bow. I don't like the burlap bow on it. It's just throwing off the vibes, right? Because we're all about the vibes. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of winter greens. Like this one has the little berries. Now I did use this on a previous project, so I don't have the SKU number on it, y'all. But I think I actually used this like on a tablescape, so I just took the price tag off. That's it. Okay, so on a lot of your stems that you purchase, they come really, really nice and compact. You always want to make sure that you fluff out your bases, your stems. Look how pretty this is, you guys. nice and full. And then I'm going to add in this one right on top of it. Now, I do love the mixture of bringing in some of the spring greens and then mixing it in with winter. Love, love, love doing that, you guys. Don't think that some of those spring greens are just for springtime. No, mix them in with some of your winter florals. So look how pretty that is, you guys. I added in that spring greenery. Actually, if you guys follow me on my Facebook page, y'all know that this year I opted for my grandma's tree something a little bit not the norm for me. I opted for like no glitter, but I brought in a lot of florals. Into my design. So I brought in like some viburnum. I brought in what else did I bring in? I brought in some eucalyptus. I brought in berries that aren't glittered. I brought in some amaryllises. Really, really pretty, you guys. Now I'm going to tell you guys, this poor stem I can feel has been through the ringer. I think I've used this to show on a live sale, so I've fluffed it out multiple times. But just bringing this in, you guys, some of this pine spray. So that's what I opted for this year. Instead of a lot of glitter, a lot of glitz and a lot of glamour, you know. I mean, I love my glitter, but I just wanted something different because I kind of based it off of a tree I saw at market last January. In one of the showrooms, they had done florals, and I was like, oh, that's pretty. And I kind of thought about it. There were two themes that definitely stuck out in my mind from market last year, and it was one was that tree theme, and then the other one was like the Christmas disco theme, which had like disco balls and reds and jewels and all the fun glittery stems and everything. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So, but I opted for the the floral option. Okay. Then we're going to bring in some of our greenery. It is a little chilly here today. It is a little chilly. You want to know how I know? Because I have a headache. Y'all, every time the weather changes, I do get a headache. And it stinks because yesterday was like 60 something or like 70 degrees. And then today it's like, hello, winter's here. And I'm like, ah! Who invited you? So I'm going to bend some of these towards the back part of it. Okay. Now one of these stems is a little bit harder to navigate. So, and then I'm going to add in some more pine. Love this pine. This one does come from Hobby Lobby. So love that we're mixing that right in the middle of all of that. Just adding in a little bit more pine. I'm going to bring a zip tie. We're going to zip. That's a big zip tie, you guys. Gracious day. So I'm going to just go ahead and zip tie all of that together. All together. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Christmas is already over. it really isn't over, you guys, because a lot of people love to focus on winter designs as well. So definitely keep that in mind, because some people want winter designs. Okay, so I did give that a little bit of a curve, a little bit of a curve. You guys kind of go around the wreath. We're traveling to Chicago in a few weeks, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm already giving myself, I should probably start taking some vitamins, because I know I'm probably gonna get sick. Honestly, you want to know why? Because I'm traveling all the way from Florida all the way to Chicago. So I'm like, yep. Okay, so the same thing that we did there, I'm doing to this one. We're going to bring in that little bit of pine. Don't have to add a lot of pine, you guys. Just a little bit. And y'all can use this, you can use the exact same technique on a grapevine if you want to. You don't have to use the moss base if you don't want to, or if you don't have it, you can use it on a grapevine as well. That's what's great about a lot of the designs that I like to do, because if you have a moss base, go for it. If you don't have a moss base, you don't have to worry about that. So on this one, I did give it a little bit of a curve, but I wanted some of these greenery to point down. Okay. Yeah, so I'm traveling from Florida, because I have a Disney trip, you guys. The last Disney trip of the year. And then I'm going all the way to Chicago. So I'm like, ah. Mind you, so I have to pack not only for Chicago, but I also have to pack for Disney. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? Necessities only. Okay, so there we go. We've added in that first bundle right there. And notice how the top one, oh, I do love this, you guys, already. I do like how it looks. I wish I had some red berry stems, but I don't have any red berries. I would definitely put in some red berries, because I have a little chunky cardinal that I could have put like right in it. But I don't have any red berries anymore. I think I've used them all. And then up here, so this one comes down just a little bit, bringing your eye down, and then this one up here is off to the side of it. So kind of catty corner. I know, it is awesome, but you want to know what? I want to tell you guys, I don't get to do a lot of the sightseeing, which I wish, y'all, honestly, I want to tell you guys, if I had more time and I wasn't traveling home the 21st, I would totally stay an extra few days. But one, I know how the weather gets. Two, I don't want to be stuck in Chicago for Christmas. I looked at my itinerary. I have to be at the airport like at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, so I'm like, oof, I'm not crazy about that. Which I mean, it's all gonna be fine. It's all for the cause, dear. I mean, we're going shopping for Wreath supply boxes, so it's all for the cause. If you don't know what the Wreath supply box is, it's a specially curated box that's delivered every single month, you guys, every single month, and you can learn about all of that at wreathsupplybox.com. This month's box was amazing. I'm just gonna say it because I helped design quite a bit of things in that one box. So if you get the box, definitely I think we're doing the next 6 holidays, the next 6 months after. So Damon, we're already on the last boxes that Derica, myself, Megan, and Parker did. So now the next boxes are going to be Damon's boxes. I'm trimming this one off, you guys, because I don't like that. But what I want to do is, because I do have 2 pieces right here, and I'm going to glue those in. So definitely can't wait to see what the supplier has that's new, and can't wait to make those next boxes, because y'all, that's probably one of my favorite things, is being able to sit there, brainstorm, design new stuff for you guys that we hope y'all will love, like especially the exclusives. Y'all know I love the exclusives in the boxes. So that's probably one of my favorite things, is the exclusives. Let me see this. Like in this month's box, which is December's, the multicolored spiky stuff, I helped design that one because I wanted something different. So I am gluing these pieces of the Norfolk pine directly into the base, you guys. I don't add any extra foam or anything. You can if you want to, but all I do is I just put some glue, and I glue it directly into my base. There's a lot of people that love getting their supply boxes, so that makes me really happy. So I think there's 4 options of boxes, if I'm not mistaken. And y'all can go to wreathsupplybox.com to learn about all the Wreath supply box information. But I do know that there are options. There's the standard box, and then there's I think it's like standard deluxe, and then there's the max door hanger one, and then there's like the all around, like the max. So you get the box, the standard box, plus the exclusive metal signs, plus the door hangers and all that, all in one box. So I do know there's quite a bit of people that get the max box. I'm one of those people. I do get the max box. So love that. And I also love like the exclusivity, because the same way we do the exclusives for some of the ribbon or mesh or picks, florals, whatever it might be, we also work with designers that do the door hangers, and they make those door hangers exclusively for us. And one of them actually matches some of the stuff that we put in the box, like the pink one, the pink Christmas one with the like kind of like traditional look to it. She actually did a deer that matched the idea, the sign, and then she went that extra little step and put the ribbon that we designed, and she made the bow on the deer to match the ribbon. I'm like, yes, please. Okay, so here we go. We've added in our greenery. I'm going to take that one, I think, and just trim it. I'm going to trim this one, you guys. It was kind of sticking out like alfalfa up there. Okay, so yeah, but if you guys have not joined the resupply box, we would definitely love to have you join us. You can go to resupplybox.com and you can find out all the information. You can join at any time, you can cancel at any time. Okay, so I don't have very much of this. What is this, cream? Yeah, this is the cream velvet. I don't have very much of it, so I'm going to try and make sure I make this last with the top and the bottom bow. And I'm thinking I might just do a tail. Y'all see how? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to cut this up. But how many of you guys already have your tree up, decorated? How many of y'all are done Christmas shopping? How many of y'all have not even started Christmas shopping? Me? I think I'm just going to tell everybody I am the gift, so get used to it. Right? Oh my gosh, Dawn. I know. I do know that they're trying to work on that. They don't know what happened. If you are waiting on some of your resupply boxes and it's still sitting at the post office, I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. I was hearing about it last night and I'm like, ugh, that really stinks because it's such a good box. I mean, all the boxes have been really good, but I really like this one, you guys. You did your tree this morning. So how many of you guys are team real tree, and how many of you guys are team artificial tree? I'm gonna tell y'all what, the price I have seen on some of them real Christmas trees, I'm like, you could buy yourself an artificial tree. I saw one the other day that was like $300. Now mind you, it was absolutely gorgeous. It was a 9-foot fresh Christmas tree, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty, but it's gonna die. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. So I am team artificial tree all the way. Every morning I wake up and I plug her in. I'm like, yes. Okay, so I did make a half bow. Now I did use this 0.75 inch ribbon just as a tail that's going to be in the front. I used some 1.5 inch like jute lace, a 1 inch green satin, and then I mixed in some plaid. So yes. Oh my gosh, Dawn, you have a craft show on Saturday? Wait, Dawn, don't you live in San Antonio? Or in that area? You have a craft craft show. I like craft shows. Especially a good craft show. Oh, where's the other pet cleaner though? Y'all, I'm definitely team artificial because the amount of stuff that I put in my Christmas tree, I'm gonna need it to hold the weight. Point blank period. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I added, so the Christmas tree I bought this year, because I didn't want a flocked Christmas tree in the house this year. I've been very particular this year. Like, I don't want a flocked Christmas tree. I don't want this. I don't want that. Being picky, I guess. But the Christmas tree that I bought, y'all, when I show you guys the picture of what that tree looked like beforehand, it's like, you can't even tell it's the same tree. Honestly, you honestly cannot tell it's the same tree. Like, I put so much stuff on it. And mind you, I kept adding to it too. I'm like, and I also took it apart. I took the whole thing apart once. And then I went back and added my stuff in. So, that piece that I cut off, I really wanted the deco tree, but I didn't order one because I already knew I have a ton of flocked Christmas trees, so I didn't order a deco tree. But the one I used this year did come from the at-home store. She's a little skinny, but I fattened her up with some picks and some sprays. So in my bow, my ribbons, fluff that out to kind of cover that up. Love how that looks. I'm loving the colors, you guys. I do like these colors. And now we have our one piece left. I actually might be able to make a little loop on this one. We were supposed to go for the week of Thanksgiving, and then the doctor called last minute saying, oh, you guys don't have to come anymore. We're going to send stuff via the snail mail. And we're like, okay. So we had planned Thanksgiving, you guys, to be gone that week. So we planned our Thanksgiving on that Sunday. And I want to tell you what, that threw me off like no other. That us spending Thanksgiving on Sunday together threw me off like no other. I'm like, what day is it? Like, so mind you, like Thanksgiving happened right on, so Sunday we had our Thanksgiving, and then I was like, oh, we can go shopping tomorrow, and I was like, nope, tomorrow's Monday. They don't have any Black Friday sales. So yeah, mind you, I had to wait a few days to go shopping. What the heck? snag me some wreath bases for sure. I did stock up on those. Because they were like, in store was a better deal than buying them online. So stocked up on those. So just adding in my bow up here at the top and the bottom, running that through my moss. Thanks, Carol. Hey, Margaret Baker. Is Megan done over there? Is it lunchtime? Y'all, mind you, in less than 30 minutes, I've been able to chit-chat with you guys, make this wreath, make my bows. Like, yes, please. Time is money. Money is time, right? Because I do know Megan was over there showing some stuff, because I know she has to leave early today. And I totally put that bow in the wrong spot. Dang it. I put it in the wrong spot, you guys. So I gotta move this over. Oh, she's not done yet. I'll make this a little bit easier on me. There we go. Go. Sometimes you gotta fight with it, you guys. Sometimes you just gotta fight with it, and sometimes you gotta make sure that you win. Because if you don't win, just don't tell your friends that story, okay? If there's that, have y'all seen those memes on like Facebook that says like, just know that if I choke on a gummy bear, just say that the bear is what won. Don't add the gummy bear in there. Something like that. I don't know, Margaret. Being sick is never fun. Okay, so now I'm going to add my last piece. Now, this piece I absolutely love, and it is a magnolia. And I'm going to tuck that right in between my flower. That's okay if you're late. You can always catch the replay because we leave them up, you guys. All the replays are always available here. There's also replays over there on the DecoExchange Facebook page, so definitely check that out. Fluff her out. Oh, I love that magnolia right in there, you guys. Okay, so adding my glue to my stems. A really pretty winter magnolia design. I know magnolias for us are, well, I don't live in Louisiana, but I know a lot of people that love magnolias. And the reason why I say I know a lot of people is because every year we order magnolias, whether it's the ribbon, whether it's a pick, a stem, a garland, and they're always gone. Always. Always gone, you guys. Okay, so we added that in. And then next, I'm going to grab a piece of ribbon. I wrap that under the florals. I want this to have a ribbon hanger. Now you can just opt to leave no hanger, but I want this to have a ribbon hanger. So I did put that ribbon hanger on there. Just tying that with some wire. You're using magnolias for a baby shower. Making sure both of my tails look the right way. You know, magnolias they're always pretty. I don't think magnolias ever go out of season. I mean, I know in real life they go out of season, but for me, I love magnolias. I love sunflowers as well. So I think magnolias and sunflowers are probably two of my absolute favorites to use. Oh, and hydrangeas. I love me some hydrangeas, y'all. So this wreath right here, I want to tell you guys, although it's winter, from a distance, you wouldn't even think it's a winter wreath. You would think it's a nice, pretty, everyday greenery wreath because we added in some of this everyday greenery. We added in some eucalyptus, but no one's ever going to know that it's not an everyday wreath, right? Like, who's gonna know? The only person that's gonna know is you, the person that designed it. Let me so y'all can see a better picture of it after I clear off my mess here. Last night I was so bummed, you guys, because I bought this little statue at like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, one of the two, and it was a witch, and she has a big butt. That's what I call it. But there it is, you guys. Look how pretty this is. I love it. I love this. Trim this one up. This one's bothering me. Right, so Magnolias never go out of style. Notice how they're catty cornered to each other, basically. Absolutely love how this came out, you guys. But, so I bought this. I'm going to tell you guys. I bought this because I really liked this shape of it. So, this is actually supposed to go on top of her. Now, mind you, I did buy it knowing that her hand was broken. And I figured, I was like, oh, I can add something to that. Well, last night, it toppled over and she broke. So I'm like, well, do I keep her? She's got a broken thumb, a totally broken hand. But then I started thinking, I was like, Jordan, you can make a stem for this. I was like, so I think I'm just going to keep the bottom part. I'm going to keep the butt part, and I think I'm just going to get rid of her because she does have a broken hand and a broken thumb. And I'm like, I can make it into a pumpkin. Okay, but y'all, there she is. So, with all the chit-chatting, all the storytelling, 40 minutes, you guys. Really pretty. And I want to show you guys the back because it's always one of the #1 questions people ask. This is why I love these moss bases, because some of the stuff just blends like right in. And there's our hanger. But you can see where I tied the bow in on this one. And I can go back and I can add in a piece of greenery or some moss to cover that up. But other than that, you guys, really pretty moss winter design. But if we're being 100% honest, you can definitely use this all year long. You can definitely use this all year long because of the magnolias and the ribbon. I didn't add anything that had snowflakes. One thing I always talk about, like especially at this time of year, you guys, because it is December, and a lot of stores are starting to clearance out their stuff. They're starting to get ready for their spring stuff. So I always talk about this, and I know some of y'all have heard me talk about it. Look for stuff that can be used throughout the year. Your reds, your whites, your golds, stuff that you can use for multiple seasons. While I know it's tempting to buy the snowflake ribbon or stuff with Santa Claus and stuff like that, look for the stuff that you're going to be able to be like, you know what, I can use that for Mardi Gras. I can use that for Easter. I can use that for 4th of July. I can use that for Halloween next year. Anything, because all that stuff's going to be 50, 60, 70% off, you guys. Okay, so look for stuff that you can use, like this green. Like, if I would have seen this, I definitely would have snagged that. If I see this, something like this similar, like a burlap or a lace or a mossy green, I'm snagging it up because I do a lot of everyday designs. Boom, shakalaka, I've got stuff for every day. Okay, but y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely, next week, let me look. I'm gonna look at the dates, you guys, real quick. Next week will probably be very different, because I am traveling the 19th. We are in, we're gonna be in Chicago. Damon, Megan, myself, and Parker are gonna be in Chicago on the 19th, and then the 26th is the day after Christmas. I will see about maybe adding a few more days next week to kind of make up for those 2 days. But yeah, y'all, I cannot believe, honestly, I cannot believe it's already gonna be January. I feel like it's already January. But y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget readsupplybox.com to get on the list for the Read Supply Box. It does get revealed next week. If you haven't received your Read Supply Box and you have the tracking information but you haven't received it, definitely double check it, you guys. Some of them are actually sitting at a post office still as of this morning from what I've heard. But just be very patient, you guys. Once those boxes leave the warehouse, it's out of our control, or even Damon Parker's the DecoExchange team as a whole. It's out of our control. But definitely, if you've thought about, you guys, I think it's probably one of the best Christmas presents you could ask for, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Think about it. Tell your husbands, tell your kids, be like, I really want the resupply box for Christmas. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year, Clark. Hello. And I think it's like, if you get the standard box, I think it's less than like $65 with shipping. It's $60, and that includes the shipping already. So that's $60 plus the tax. I think it's like $65 total. I mean, $65. Yes, please. So, but y'all have a good rest of y'all's day, and I will see y'all next time. Okay?